Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakutash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops, and teachers of the Great Millstone, and like-minded men who may not be part of Great Millstone, as I'm not, but following the same doctrine given to the apostles on down, Apostle Tahar on down, from the men of One West and Abba Bivins before them. Yeah. Shalom to the elect men, women, and children of Bayafta Wada, the house of David, who are predestined to be saved in these last days, and the new kingdom to be established, which is being gathered right now as we speak. The new kingdom of Yasharallah, must say, yeah, of the elect, house of David. So today, Salaki, if you hear background noise, I'm in my vehicle, I'm at plantation. So it's a quick news update. So I'm going to give you these quick headlines, get a few scriptures, and then the White. It's in the blacklisted news today. The White House has just called for creation of a digital dollar. I'm just going into I'll go into the article in a minute, Lord's will. Colorado becomes the first state to accept Bitcoin as payments for taxes. So before I get into the article, I'm going to get a few scriptures. Let me go here first. I've got a few in mind, but I didn't really write anything down today. Ecclesiasticus 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So, you see it, you report on it. That's what we do. Yeah, you're supposed to be watching, praying, seeing the prophecies come to pass. And those headlines that I just went into are really showing that the beginning of the infrastructure, or the infrastructure is basically in full-fledged setup. The infrastructure for the M.O.T.B, which is the mark of the beast, the microchip, yeah, the RFID chip or NFC chip, the Karagma, right? It's fully being set up. You know, they're in the middle of it, in the middle of the process of setting it up now, yeah. So we can see this by those headlines, other headlines, elders, brothers, apostles, everybody's bringing it out for those that can see, yeah? So, you know, we shouldn't be, let me get this scripture. Straight to the point here, straight to the point. Yeah, Lord, well, you can hear me because I've not got my microphone. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant, going to this word, ignorant of his devices, yeah? So we shouldn't be ignorant of anything in a small matter or great, yeah? We shouldn't be ignorant of Satan's devices, because this is one of his devices, you know, one of his counterparts. Esau Edom is Satan's counterpart on earth, yeah? Ignorant, that's the word I wanted to go into.
Strong's G50, Agna Ayo.
So to be, not to know, you know, so not to understand. And how do we know? How do we understand? With the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How do we get to know? You know, from wisdom and knowledge, right? So what we do is we watch, we see things, we watch and pray. We see the events that are going on around the world, yeah, and we channel them through the scriptures that we know, right? So, for instance, today it's about this, yeah. The White House, so it's in the blue blacklisted news, September the 22nd, 2022, which is today. The United States is making progress toward the creation of a digital currency. And why is it doing this? Because it wants to attract people. Esau Edom and the nations and the WEF and the ruling elite want to trap people, and so they fully control people. We'll go into that in Habakkuk in a minute, Lord's willing. Yeah, which that administration of President Joe Biden believes would assist in enhancing the country's position as a worldwide, you know, financial leader. It announced the issuance of a framework outlines the regulation of digital assets. So they're basically going to legalize it, right? Which includes Bitcoin and other objects of value that exist purely in digital form. The framework consists of a number of different approaches that may facilitate the management of these assets and make the digital asset space more resistant to fraud, or so they say. You know, they'll present it, you never trust that in any way, they'll present it as a beneficial thing to the people. Yeah, Sirach 12 and 10, you know, never trust thine enemy. Right? So the executive order 14067, which we all know was signed on the 22nd of March by Joe Biden, and backdoor was to initiate the investigation to develop the framework, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the infrastructure of the M.O.T.B, because it's eventually going to lead to the charagma, Revelation 13:16, verse 16 to 18 on down. Eventually, that's what it's going to lead to. Yeah, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, be blessed. You know, you're blessed, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemi Ashai is giving you that gift of faith and belief. Yeah, Ephesians 2 and 8. A digital dollar may seem far-fetched, but it is not beyond the realm of possibility. Today, the Biden-Harris administration published policy objectives and a technical analysis for a potential U.S. central bank digital currency. And this was a tweet on the 16th of September. So the framework recommends the establishment of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, also known as a central brand for a digital version of the United States dollar. The elders, the apostles, Apostle Tara and Dan have been talking about this for decades. Yeah, and now we're seeing the development of the infrastructure of the digital currency. So why are they doing this? So why are they doing this? You know what? I'm gonna start from 3, yeah. But my point I want to make is in 5. All right. For the vision is yet for Habakkuk 2 and 3. Oh, I should start from 1. I'm limited on time, so I'm gonna start from 3. Salakia. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And is it not speaking? Yeah, we can see that, like I said, the infrastructure is being set up of the M.O.T.B. You see it in front of our eyes, you know, to this very day. And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, and it's only going to speed up. The day is not shortening, as Yahweh Shai promised, yeah? Because it will surely come, it will not tarry, and it's not tarrying. Behold, his soul which is lifted up, which is Esau's spirit, yeah, is not upright in him. There's no repentance for Esau, as a profane man. And, you know, Hebrews 12 and 16. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, and we got to have the faith. Yeah, at the end of the day, the only way we're going to get saved out of this situation is the hopeful elect, and the elect will be saved by Yahweh Shai when he returns. But we've got to have the faith to know that these miracles are going to happen. They are going to happen, because the only way, right, through Yahweh Shai, that this thing is going to be done. Do you know what I mean? This bullshit life, it's not even a life, it's just survival, you know? It's just bullshit every day. We know this. But Yahweh Shai will save his elect. Will save his elect. It's been promised, so that's going to happen. Yeah? Will be, the bodies will be changed out of these corruptible bodies into incorruptible. That's Corinthians 15th chapter, 1 Corinthians 15th chapter. Yeah, so like I'm going off point, getting a bit passionate. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, that's his philosophy. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. So he wants to go everywhere and do everything and control everything. Who enlarges his desire as hell, and he is deaf and cannot be satisfied. So people say, oh yeah, but digital currency is not a bad thing. No, it's a bad thing, because what he's doing here, right? Esau, Edom, and the elites, and the rest of the heathen nations following Esau, Edom, is basically who want to control everything you do, like they are the Most High. They are not the Most High Yahweh Shemi Ashai at all. Yeah, and that's what they want to do. They want to know what you're eating, know when you're sleeping, what you're doing, what you're breathing. That's Yahweh. They are not God. Ezekiel 28, yeah, he thinks he is God, but he is not. He's just a man, right? So who enlargeth his desire of hell as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah. So that's what he wants to do. He just wants to just take everything. No matter what the fact, he's got the riches of the world and everything now. He just wants everything. Esau Edom just wants everything. He wants the people, you know. But at the end of the day, we know Job 20 and 23. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he will be in straits. He's going to be thwarted by Yahweh Shemi Shai, yeah, and he will not fulfill his enterprise. Job 5 and 12. Yeah, just get these scriptures and quoting if you can. So I'm going to go back to the article. I'm going to end it here. So I'm going to put these videos in there. Sorry, these this article in the description box, God willing. I'm going to quickly go over this one. It's a Bitcoin magazine. Again, this is in blacklisted news. And the headlines is Colorado becomes first state to accept Bitcoin as payment for taxes. Yeah. Incremental steps, step by step, little by little. You know, gradualism. That's how they do it. Yeah, gradualism. Can now pay state taxes with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but only with a PayPal account. Yeah. So I'm going to read the dark black headline. Yeah. Citizens can now use cryptocurrency to pay individual income tax, business income tax, sales and use tax without tax. And use tax without holding tax. Severance tax and excise fuel tax are eligible per the report. So you can only do it for a PayPal account. I'm not really going to go into this one, but I'm going to put it in the description box if you want to read it, that is. But it shows that, again, you shouldn't be ignorant of Satan's devices and the fact that they're going to introduce these things step by step. So I'm going to get more scriptures. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Yeah. Since I quoted it. Never trust that Ecclesiasticus, it's also known as the book of Sirach. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him. Take good heed and beware of him. Yeah, so it's coming to people saying, oh yeah, this is beneficial for you. It's going to eliminate fraud. It's going to make transactions easier. Take good heed to him. That's what the scriptures say. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So under this humbleness is still a wicked man. Yeah. Right. It doesn't do anything. In fact, I'm gonna get that scripture. If there be, yeah, in fact, we can get this one and then the next one. So like, yeah. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Volume 14. I want to do. Right. Ecclesiastes, Book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, Book of Sirach, 14 and 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Yeah, and that's what he'll do. He'll declare his wickedness. And I'm just going to end it with Salakia, Lord's will, I'm going to end it there. A bit of disruption there. Salakia for that. And I will. No, I'm not actually. I'm going to go to let this point. And And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark, the charagma, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. With that, I'm going to say Shalom. Salakia for the interruptions, but I needed to finish this off. Shalom. For the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, Lord's will, it was edifying.